Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered. Well, hell there. See, I can't even speak already.
It's too much.
I know.
You're doing too much.
I know. I was like, hello there, lady.
Yes. Morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? That's the real question.
I'm doing great. You know, this morning I didn't have coffee, so the coffee didn't really quite kick in. So, you know, if I start studying and I start doing all that stuff,
you didn't have coffee, but yet you're having Moscato.
Oh, you know, it's Moscato and tea time.
Yeah,
so you know how that
you.
works.
That's how we're going to do that.
How we're going to do that. So with that said, we have a special guest today.
Yes, I'm very excited.
You know I am, because every time I smile, I be blinging.
I know. I'm really excited about this. I want to find out about this industry and all of it, the fun stuff that's going on.
I know. So today we have here Michelle Ye from Sugar Tooth Jewels. Welcome, Michelle. She does my tooth gems. I think I met Michelle about maybe a little over a year and a half ago. Oddly enough and funny enough, through Instagram. It was Valentine's Day, and my daughter and I were like, what are we going to do? We're not doing anything. And I had talked about wanting a tooth gem for a while, and she found Michelle on Instagram. She was doing a promo right up here in Hollywood. So it was a walk-in special, and we walked in, got out my tooth gem, and I've been addicted ever since. And so I go and get my gems, and I've taken some. So everybody always says, "Wow, is that a gem you have on your tooth?" I said, "Absolutely." Go see my girl Michelle. She's up. So took her a couple of clients up there. So back again. I think these will be it, because I will not get a grill, but the gems
That's
I could
say. And we'll have her.
Yes, and I won't get a grill, but I'll definitely do the gems.
Yeah.
So with that said, we'll go ahead and introduce Michelle. Michelle,
welcome, Michelle.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it was really cool to see you guys come in. I love to have mom and daughters come in, or family, or getting, group people together to get them. It's kind of like, not that tooth jewelry is like a big bonding thing, but it's just something different to do together. So you're the first cool mom I had come in with your daughter. And it's funny because I thought your daughter would be the one to want to keep coming in and getting more, but it's Inez that's been coming up. Like,
I'm not surprised.
It's me. My daughter's like, here. I was like, I'm going to go get another one. You coming? She's like, I was like, all right, then bye. I'm going to go get my tooth gem. And then with that, I've had some friends like, yo, you're too. I was like, yo, I have a girl. Go see her. So it's kind of been like that thing where people want to do it, but I think they're, they just don't know where to go or who to go to.
Yeah. Yes. Well, my biggest topic, I'll get on that subject real quick, is there are, tooth jewelry is becoming more and more popular as the years are going by. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years and there's been many, many times where I've had long breaks from it, but having my kit on hand, there's always going to be somebody that sees my tooth gem. Hey, where do you get those? I'm like, well, actually I do them. So it's always been a nice supplemental income, on top of I have a busy personal life schedule taking care of my grandmas, but, anyhow, there's a lot of people. It's finally starting to pick up. I'm not mad, but there's also a lot more people that are out there starting to do tooth jewelry. And I have a concern my biggest concern is there's other people out there doing training as well. I'm not the only one out there doing this, of course, or springing other people up and helping them get their hustle on. But I've noticed that a lot of people are being a little bit careless about getting the proper training and knowing what they're doing. With tooth jewelry, dentists were not trained to do this. So there's this misconception out there that you're supposed to be certified to do tooth jewelry. It's like, if you're supposed to be certified to do tooth jewelry, that means what? You got to be a dentist, because dentists weren't trained for it. So no, there's no regulation right now. I'm hoping that soon there will be, because I'm starting to see people are trying to do shortcuts by, like, I use lead-free Swarovski products. They're very hard to find, believe it or not. Getting the wholesale prices, it's hard to find. Swarovski, from what I know and understand so far, I've done a ton of research. Swarovski is the only company that took the initiative to make a lead-free crystal product. And they made a very big assortment of colors and sizes, which is great. But a lot of people, because they can't find it, what they're doing is going to Michael's or a craft store, and they're getting themselves some Swarovskis, and and of course they can do smaller quantity, and then they're paying less ultimately. But when you flip over that package, it says clearly that this product contains lead. Do not put it in the mouth. So a lot of people are doing shortcuts. They're not trying to get the proper training or knowledge of what's going on. There's also other people out there doing tooth jewelry that are trying to follow the directions that come with your dental materials. It's light curing dental adhesive. It's the same stuff you bond brackets for braces on your teeth. And that same stuff, there's many different types, but they all come with professional dental directions. Right. When we go to the dentist, you and I, when that dentist needs to spray air on your tooth to dry your tooth, that's what they have, is a machine that does spray real air. Well, these other people out there are doing shortcuts, and they're taking a can of, what is that crap? It is terrible. It's dust off. It is the stuff you spray. It's got that long nozzle. Looks like a can. Yeah, it looks like a can of WD-40. They're spraying that on the teeth, and it says it on the can clearly that it's compressed gas. Well, a lot of people that are going out there and doing tooth jewelry, I don't care where they get it done, but I want people to be very cautious on who they're having do their work. If they see that can that looks like WD-40, they're hiding it with labels so that you can't read that it says on there, compressed gas, toxic. Do not put it in mouth, stay away from face, stuff like that. So just watch out. If you see people with that can, run like hell. Give me a call.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. Like, this is great information.
Very good information.
That's my biggest concern, of course, is safety and non-toxic products for sure.
How do you feel, because I'm very new to this industry, but is there a lot of women in this industry? Do you find yourself
a ton? I was looking at I primarily operate off of Instagram. I do have a Facebook. It's there. Hey, if anybody wants to follow me, that's fine. But I don't really use it that much just because I'm like a total Instagrammer. Like my whole world is on Instagram. But I wind up, hey, I got lost. What's your question?
Oh, yeah. It's okay. Do you find the industry, is it male dominated or women?
That's what I was going to say. Because Instagram, it shows me those insights. I get to see who's looking at my profile, and it says that it's 98% female who are between the ages of 18 and 34. Duh, that's where I was at. Right. But lately this year, especially, I've been getting a lot more male clients. So it's becoming a thing that is for everybody, and it fits in well. If you're doing it as a hustle, it fits in great as a supplemental. We don't have people banging down our doors every day for appointments. But it's nice that it's there. It's definitely paying my bills. I'm just going to say that. I came here on my Harley.
right. Absolutely. No, and that was the funny part is that when I got it, I didn't even really realize all this information would have been great to know. Yes. I just, it's just luck that I always say luck pushed me in the right direction, and I got the right person to do, do what she does. I keep going to her. She guarantees her work. She has an amazing assortment of crystals. I'll have different ones. What else do you, I just saw you got letters now, girl.
I did. So this is some exclusive stuff. It took a really long time to get my gold. I work directly with a goldsmith. There's companies out there, real huge companies that, I don't know if they're real huge, but there's basically three main sources where we can find gold shapes. They're yellow or white gold shapes. And when they sell them to us, they claim that they are 22 and 24 karat gold, hearts, stars, dollar signs, weed leaves, you name it, Playboy bunnies, the Chanel logos, Nike logo, whatever, you name it. When I get them, I do like to challenge everything as far as toxicity and purity. And I took a couple. They cost $30 each just for the gold itself. So that's why those usually start at $130 for me.
Right.
But I took one, and you have to do an acid test on it, and it came back as 16 karat. So they're completely lying about metal purity. Maybe it's to them that it comes from another country,
right?
But U.S. graded is not. Dental products should be 18 karat, 22 or 24. It should be up there. It should be 18 or better. And so what I've been doing is making my own lately. I've been working directly with a goldsmith, and anybody can test my gold anytime. I'm working on as much as I can to come up with the best shapes that I can, as well as exclusive things that nobody else has.
Right.
The letters, yes, are a huge deal for me right now because they're small. Yeah, the only ones that we've ever seen out there, they're kind of like a slanted type of font, but most of them are standardly too large for most teeth. You have to really find a big flat surface to match the flush backing of that. And now I have letters and I can stick them anywhere. So no problem. I can make some sentences in your mouth. No problem.
No problem. So if you're into that, whatever you want, she definitely has that. She does have design. She does have all kinds of stuff. So Michelle, let everybody know where, what's your Instagram, where they can find you, how can they make an appointment, and also if, let's say, somebody does want to do this on the side as a supplemental income and wants to train with you or work with you, the process. Yes. You know, how could they do that?
For contacting me and getting appointments, it's all the same, whether it's for a client or for training. So my Instagram is at sugar_tooth_jewels, and I should pop up pretty quick once you even put in sugar tooth. It'll say Tooth Gems by Michelle on there. Follow me and always follow me. And that's what's funny is people call me or hit me up for discounts, and I'm like, you're not even following me,
right? She does do promos. She does do stuff all the time. There'll be times I'll be like, I'll just pop it, or I follow her, of course.
Yes,
feed comes up. I'm like, oh, she has a okay. So I'll tell my girls like, yo, you guys have been kind of. This is a perfect time. She has a discount. She has a promo going on.
Yeah,
go check her out.
Because you know what, I do have a lot of people who are waiting. They're like basically waiting for me to show up with a promotion because I know that, you know, money's hard to come by these days. And I do make sure that I try to once a month, anywhere from 1 to 3 months, I definitely do a much lower discount special so that those people can get on board. Usually all those people are out of town by the time I do it. But yeah, they can reach me on my Instagram for sure. Feel free to, I have that little link that you can text me. You can send me a direct message. I respond and reply to my messages. Not so much the comments. They get a little bit lost because, you know, I might have a really busy feed or whatever.
Right.
But
definitely
you can text, you can call, you can direct message. I reply to everybody. And even if you just want to shout and say hi and say you heard us talking here and just want to say hi, that's fine. I appreciate anybody that likes to call or any questions too. I answer them all. So, and I got an answer for everything.
There you go. So if someone were to try and like get into the industry, what would you say, like the first thing, the process?
Well, I do let them know that this is great as a supplemental to anything that they're doing, such as it goes great hand in hand with a lot of ladies that are doing the lashes these days, the microblading, nails, hair, salons, tattoos, piercings. It does go hand in hand with that stuff. It's great if you're already in an establishment where you're just standing there. You have a sign up in your shop saying that you do tooth jewelry. People are going to start talking about it. Almost everybody that sees the sign says something about it, and that's when you can let them know what the process is. It's actually pretty simple. And to let you guys know, the process is the same thing as getting braces. You're taking like a primer on the tooth. You're just roughing up the surface of the enamel so that the glue has something good to stick on. And then you're adhering it with light curing adhesive. You're just strategically placing it right. Mouth has to be dry. So there's no drilling or damage done to that surface enamel. And then you're shining a light on it for 1 really long minute of your life and then done. So usually it takes everybody about 15 minutes to pick out what they want, where they want it, but it takes me about 3 minutes to sit you down, get it done. So yeah. And then it's completely reversible too. If you change your mind, if it's been on for 2 years and you're like, this has been on too long, then I can take it off. I do offer to remove them, of course. As well as some people come in, I swear to God, they're like, they got like, let's say they have the crystal clear color ones on, but they're like, girl, I'm wearing pink on Saturday. I got to switch these out to pink. I'm like, oh, okay. So anything's doable. When I do remove them, they do not leave any kind of sign that they were there. As well as, for the gold, though, that there's a little bit stronger of an adhesive. So sometimes I can't get that adhesive off. So I do let everybody know if you're getting a gold shape, the type of glue that does stick better with gold is a little bit harder to remove. I have a 50-50 chance in getting it off. And sometimes you might have to go to the dentist to get the rest of it just polished off or buffed off on your next cleaning.
Nice. Well, it's it's super cool.
Yeah.
It's super fun. I love it. So you can say I'm
guilt-free.
I'm like, it's guilt-free. It's a good way to change up. I always get people always like, do you have a gem in your tooth?
You'll be talking to them about them something serious too. You'll be talking about something serious, and they're just going to be like, they're going to like focus on your gem, and then they're going to interrupt you and go, "Is that?"
Yeah. Did you get it drilled on? Or I've even had dentists go like, "Did you get?" I was like, "No, it's
dentists."
not.
Even dentists trip out. They're like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
like,
what
it's
is
so
this?
strange to them.
Like, what is that? Did they drill it? I was like, no, it's like a piece. It comes off. My mom too was like, oh my God. I was like, dude, it comes off. It's not a big deal. It's fun. Like, honestly, it's just a fun, cool
Yeah, my
thing.
dentist gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, like it's just really fun. I just like it. I just like the fact that I could smile and seeing you be like, what's the sparkle?
Even in a dark room. Yeah, even in a dark room, you got a light across the way. It's gonna catch the light somewhere at some point. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Super fun.
So you may have to think about getting that.
Yeah, it's non-committal like a
it's not
tattoo.
committal. It's kind of fun.
Oh my God, you're so messy. Do you find like, because like I said, I'm still learning about this industry, a huge difference with that and like people getting grills and all that
the
stuff?
grills, I've noticed that some people, I did start